Hey, replay viewers, how are you today? Hold on, let me fix this a little bit. See, how's that? Is it a little bit better? I don't know. All right. We've got the same situation today outside with the crazy weather, so we might get another storm. Hopefully it's going to, I'm trying to move, there we go. Hopefully it's going to stay away so that we can finish our live today. This is Sharon with from Tampa. I'm your Happy Healthy Chef. And I know so many of you guys are so busy all the time and you're looking for quick, out-of-the-box things to make that make your meals exciting and it makes your kids happy and all that. And I know you're tired and you want to do it on a budget. That's what I'm hoping to help you guys with. So again, I've told you before that I love helping people. I love cooking and I love not cooking, right? So a lot of the things that I do are so simple for you. And those are my favorites. And I call them dump recipes because it really doesn't have a recipe. Now I'll create that and I'll put it in my Happy Healthy Chef Facebook page that I hope that you guys are a part of. And if you're not, please jot me an invite right there and I'll invite you to it. But let's get started. So today, first of all, has been a very busy day. So I'm thankful to many, many people that hubby and I went today for his basically month checkup, and he's been totally released. And I'm thankful for so many reasons. Number one, because he feels great. He feels fantastic. And we've been so lucky that this process was not exactly what we thought it was going to be. But the second reason is because I really hate driving when he's in the car. And I think he feels the same way. So he'll be sitting as a passenger, and he hasn't been able to drive for a month, and he loves, you know, if you know me and you know my husband, you know that he and my boys have raced and love that, and they love driving, and I'm just a little more cautious. I don't love driving. I mean, I love racing. I do love driving, and I never mind going fast. But anyway, so he'll sit in the passenger seat, and he'll kind of like point that way and that way, like I don't know where I'm going. And as soon as they said, yes, you could drive again, I'm like, oh, hot dog, this is so good. So we're going to celebrate somehow tonight. I think I was really thinking about the doctor's appointment this morning because I didn't sleep well, so I went to sleep about 2 o'clock this morning. So that's what all of this is about. It's like about the third night in a row that's happened. And I kind of wonder, have you guys ever heard that if you have ice cream right before you go to bed, that it keeps you awake? So my grandfather used to tell me that. So hubby and my son last night went to this new ice cream place that my friends Carol and Patrick told us about. I'm not really happy with Carol and Patrick right now because the ice cream was delicious and mine was all sugar-free, and it was like Moose Tracks type, and it was just so good. But then I couldn't sleep, and I wonder if it was because of the ice cream. So you guys let me know, have you heard that before? I have not, you know, again, Grandpa Beitzel always knew you don't eat vanilla ice cream before you go to bed because it keeps you awake. And I have to believe that. But anyway, so let's get started today. So today is one of those dump meals that you can make and everyone in the family can have their version of it, okay? So I think I've made this before, and it was about a year ago. This is one of my staple things. Hi guys, thanks for joining me. This is one of my staple things. Let me know if you guys are in my Facebook group for Happy Healthy Chef, and if you're not, then write invite and I'll add you. Anyways, this is one of my go-tos that I always have in the house because it's fresh, and again, you know, I live in Tampa, so it gets very hot. You don't always want to cook, but you always have to eat. And the problem is that if you don't have something prepared, then you typically grab something that you shouldn't be eating, right? So again, going back to healthy, going back to how you do that, I've got my little products here that if I decide to do something that I shouldn't do, I can kind of prepare my body for it. But at the most part, I want to eat really healthy, okay? So this is called Bloody Mary Shrimp Ceviche. And so it's not like you think. Ceviche is typically a raw fish. This one is cooked. And so I'll tell you exactly what I did. So let me figure. Okay, so you see this pot over here. I got 2 pounds of shrimp, and these were 16 20-count shrimp per pound, so they're like that big. Okay, doesn't matter how big they are because we're going to end up cutting them up. These were actually frozen that I'd gotten from Sprouts, again, we talk about saving money. So these are about $4.95 a pound. I have that in the freezer all the time. I peeled them and then I steamed them. And in that pot, I literally threw in some huge pieces of celery and some cilantro, and I have garlic, and I have some hot paprika, and I have some pepper, and I have all the things that remind me of a Bloody Mary, right? So I didn't cut anything. It has half limes in it. It has just all that, because the steam is then going to impart the flavor. Now, before, we've done some recipes where we would do it in beer. There's no need to do that here. You don't even need to use that beer here, okay? There is no alcohol in this, so even though it's called Bloody Mary shrimp ceviche, number one, the shrimp are cooked, and number two, there's no alcohol in this. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do, and you basically just chop it, okay? It doesn't have to be uniform pieces. It can be any size you want. So when I chopped them, it comes up about that big. This is such a versatile recipe that I'll tell you all the options that we have for dinner tonight. All right, so what I've done is I have my shrimp and I've put it back in the bag, okay, in a baggie, okay? I told you I love these baggies. I'm gonna marinate everything. And I can tell you, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little bit of the juices from the stock pot. Okay, I didn't pour it in there, but they had just gotten steamed and it was in there. It's just going to impart some flavor to it, okay? This is how easy this is, okay? Again, omit anything that you don't like or anything that you're not eating. This is one of those easy things that you can tailor to your own family. Again, I think I've made this before, but we always have this here. It's so easy to do. All right, the first thing I have is 2 tablespoons, and again, that's for my 2 pounds, right? You don't have to be exact on these things. I know that that frustrates you guys, but it makes it mine versus yours. If you don't like cilantro, don't add cilantro. But anyways, that 2 tablespoons of cilantro. Just dump it in the bag, okay? Got it? Got it all in there, good. I have about a half a cup of onions and about a cup of celery, okay? So again, think about your favorite Bloody Mary. My favorite Bloody Marys are made by Stu Gully and John Orlando. And I am so excited that in about a month, I get to go see John. Actually, in a couple weeks, I get to go see John, and he's gonna make me these Bloody Marys that are just the best things ever. We don't drink a lot. We don't always drink, but on vacation, I like to kind of kick my heels up. So, all right, so anyway, so right now, this is our shrimp, this is our cilantro, this is our onions, and our celery, okay? We're gonna add celery seed to it also. That just gives it a really nice flavor. And you'll be surprised, if you don't have celery seed, it's no big deal, but you'll be surprised at how great of a flavor it adds to it, okay? I've got some hot paprika here. I'm gonna add about say 3/4 of a teaspoon there. Okay, again, you're just dumping. It doesn't matter what you're adding. I happen to like a little spicy in my Bloody Marys. So I'm going to add some prepared horseradish. Again, whoops, I'm going to add it all over my hands. That's what I'm going to do first. Yay, I'm going to get rid of another bottle. That makes me happy too. I hate empty bottles in my refrigerator. Okay, so got that. All right, so right now it just looks like this. Isn't that gross? We're going to have add some of that datil sauce. That's going to give it a little bit of flavor. This is not a hot sauce, like I said. It's more of a flavor sauce. My husband loves this, Colin loves this, Colton loves this. So it's just gonna add a little bit of flavor. I'm gonna add some pepper in there. I have a bunch of limes that I've cut. I'm gonna squeeze them in there, but I'm gonna add the whole lime, and I wish I could show you how to do it. I'm just gonna add the whole thing in there, okay? Because what's gonna happen is once this all marinates, I can pull those out so easily, okay? So that's what I'm doing. I'm just adding the juice of those limes, and I'm adding the lime into it. There we go. Then we go. You could say hi. He doesn't have volume anymore. All right, so right now, again, one more time, we have our shrimp, we have our cilantro, we have our pepper, we have our celery seed, we have our celery stalk, we have our onion, we have our lime, we have some horseradish that you can leave out if you want to, and we have a little bit of a hot sauce to it. I'm gonna make it even a little hotter by adding just the juice of some of like these store-bought peppers, just about a half a teaspoon, okay? And then the last thing I'm going to add is Bloody Mary mix, okay? I want sugar. That is one of the things that has really helped me, along with my product, to lose some weight, obviously eating healthier. But this one, this is Zing Zang, and it happens to be one of the, let's see, let me measure. Let me tell you what it is. It's 20 calories for 3 ounces, and it's 3 grams of sugar, where the other ones were like 7 and 8 grams of sugar. So let me tell you, we're going to marinate this. I'm going to use probably about half the bottle. Isn't that a fun noise? Can you hear that? And I'm going to close this up. Make sure it's closed before I dump it. You guys ever had this before? Does it sound good? And you just, it's like this. You're just going to mix it around like this, okay? And basically, you can keep this in the refrigerator. So I used about that much, just to let you know. It doesn't matter how much you use. Again, this is a dump recipe. They are not hatch peppers. These are normal jalapenos. My boys love, though, the really hot stuff, though. Anyway, so this is what it looks like in the bag. And you're just going to marinate it. The longer it marinates, the better it is. So again, this is one of those things that when I make it, it's so nice to keep it, and then I can have it the next day for like just a salad. We can do a lot of different things with it, okay? So that's it. Again, don't want the horseradish, don't add it. Don't like cilantro, don't add it. It doesn't matter. There's no real thing to it, okay? This is going to be delicious. Everything in here is cooked, so you don't have to do anything different with it, okay? When we go to eat it tonight, we'll use a slotted spoon to get a lot of those juices away from it, and then we'll eat it, okay? So let me tell you what we can do. Again, I can have lettuce wraps. I can have a pretty martini glass filled with the shrimp, and have tortilla chips. I can use banana chips. I can use plantain chips. I served this one night for a book club, and we had the plantain chips, and it was delicious. It was delightful. And they were all in pretty little martini glasses. We have here some corn tortillas. So if your way of life or way of eating allows you corn tortillas, heat these up directly on the heat, back and front, or front and back, or top and bottom, whatever one you want to call it, and then wrap it in that. You don't need salt. You don't need cheese. You don't need anything else with it, because it's going to be so flavorful. Use a flour tortilla if you'd rather, right? It doesn't matter. Same thing. Do it directly over the heat, okay? At the very end, I'll add in some guacamole, some avocado. I don't know why I have a hard time with this word. Some avocado. So I'll add that kind of at the end. I don't want this to get all mushy, so we'll add it a little bit later. Let me think of what else. I told you you could do a lettuce wrap with it, which is delicious. We, however, are going to have it over just some brown rice tonight. So I'm going to want some of that sauce, but I am going to pick out those big things. So we're not going to have brown rice and the shrimp ceviche and a big chunk of lime. But we're going to have it like that. Like I said, it's been so hot here. Nobody really wants to cook. I'm also going to serve it with some corn on the cob that has some lime cilantro butter on it. That'll be a nice addition to it. Still very light, very yummy. We'll probably walk tonight because we had doctor's appointments early this morning. So how does that sound? Doesn't that sound delicious? I love it. I mean, like I said, I have it in the refrigerator all the time. All right, my last thing that I want to do is I have a friend, look at how cute, that just came back from, she was in Geneva, and she was in Annecy, is that how you say it, Annecy? And she brought me these little treats. And this is a magnet, and this is a new tea towel, and I'm so excited, and I'm so blessed to have the families around here that I have. So anyways, all right, that's what we have tonight. I hope, you know what, let me back up. This, if you wanted to make this, you could add black beans to it. You could add a fresh frozen corn to it. Take it as a salad to a picnic. Take it to something else as a side dish so that you know there's something healthy while everyone else is eating the pork and you know you love your barbecue. I think I'm the one who doesn't like barbecue. But as you go to one of those things, take this. It's delicious. You can use it for an appetizer. You can use it for a main dish. You can use it for lunch, just about everything. So I like to take it on the beach with me when I'm on the beach. So anyways, I appreciate, as always, that you guys are here with me today. I'm still looking for ideas next week. And I just want to help you guys out with your busy lives. Savannah, I hope you're feeling better. You guys let me know again if you're not part of my Happy Healthy Facebook page. Let me know and I can get you in there because I add all of these recipes and the pictures on that website. If you're curious about the stuff that I'm using for my weight loss, let me know that too, and I can help you with that. But let's all focus on eating healthy and getting our lives better. Have a great day. Thanks again for coming down to my house, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.